When you will move to the UK, you will experience cultural shock. That's completely normal. And it won't be a cultural shock only related to the British and the UK culture, but it will be a cultural shock related to all different cultures, because you have people from different parts of the world with different habits and ways of talking, accents, and points of view in general. The cultural shock is divided in various phases. The first phase is usually called the honeymoon. So when you're very excited, you're starting a new experience, you're doing city tours, looking around, exploring restaurants, cafeterias or parks of the city. You're starting getting to know the first people, whether they are English or international. You're starting the lecture. Everything looks exciting and just great. However, then it comes after usually 4 to 6 weeks. There might come some difficulties. It's usually called rejection phase. In fact, why is it called like that? Because you will see that there are going to be bigger differences from your own culture and your own personal experience and the one that you are currently experiencing. You find differences in the educational system when you will start preparing for the exams. You might see differences with your friends because you're getting to know them better, and you will see that some topics are maybe taboo in some countries, or some people are more open to talk about different personal things, others less, and you feel in a way rejected or not really fully understood. And at a certain point you touch the lowest point in a phase called regression, where you will tend to close yourself, maybe stay more by yourself or call it home more often. You may feel a bit sick, and that's completely normal. The way to get out of this situation in the fastest way possible is to start to get out again, to just accept the fact that you have had a different type of education, you have grown in a different type of environment, so it's not right or wrong, it's just different. And once you will embrace this difference, you will start to adapt better and to find your way also in the British and international cultures. And then you will feel finally at home. Remember that you might experience also inverse cultural shock, and that is when you will go back to your home country after maybe the first semester for the Christmas holidays or summer holidays. You might experience all the various phases again when you go back home. In fact, you will be excited the first few weeks. You will be telling everyone about your experience, what has happened in the UK. But then people will listen to you excitingly in the first periods. They will be curious, but after a certain point, they won't ask you any question anymore. They just haven't lived the same experience as you. So the interest will just fade away very slowly. So you might feel then rejected. You might have that regression phase and then adapt again. That's why many students decide to go back home just for a few weeks, so that they don't experience the entire culture shock again. But once you experience the adverse culture shock and the normal cultural shock, once you recognize it, you adapt very easily, and all the other time that you will come back to the UK or to your home country, it will be just much easier to manage the entire transition. It will be like you're living two lives, but you just get used to it and you will manage it at your best. If you want to know more about how making new friends in your experience abroad, you can click on this video.